Eytan Shander, 97.3 ESPN, is here to break it all down. And by the way, I put the clip up on social media. You said that it was a guarantee that he was coming here. A little off on the dollars. Were you surprised by the dollars?
I was surprised that they got 13 years for a deal that was really under 300 on the average. And that was kind of shocking. But then when you start to look at it a little deeper, they gave him, Bryce Harper, something that no other team would, which is the inability to opt out. And I think the Dodgers wanted this short-term deal. The Dodgers did not trust Bryce Harper. Guess who did, Bill Anderson?
Phillies.
The Philadelphia Phillies trusted Bryce Harper. They said, come on, for 13 years.
Family.
And you know what the crazy thing about it is? When you look at that contract 4, 5, 6 years from now, and he's still performing at a high level, which he should be, that's going to look like a gift. It's going to be so cheap when you look at other guys, Mike Trout, Mookie Betts. There are other guys that are going to get paid mega bucks, more than Bryce Harper. So let's just look at Bryce Harper Day on Friday. It has replaced Stacey Andrews Day. You remember that debacle? We now have Bryce Harper Day, no longer Stacey Andrews Day.
The Dodgers offered him like what, $45 million a season for like 3-4 years. Now it was interesting because everyone kept saying he didn't want to be in Philadelphia. He doesn't like Philadelphia. He'll take it if it's the most money, but he doesn't want to set his roots here. He's going to want the opt-out.
Right.
Were you at all surprised to find out that not only does he want to be in Philly, he wants to be here for the rest of his career?
I got surprised by one thing. Not that people bought into a narrative, because we buy into narratives, sports, political, anything in our society. We just buy into narratives. But how the narratives have changed so drastically over the last 2 years with contract negotiations to where it got to a point where, imagine this, logically say this out loud and think that somebody could believe this. A guy negotiating a $330 million deal with somebody doesn't want to work for that somebody. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It never made sense that Bryce Harper didn't want to play here, especially when he took that money. You show me in the history of contracts where somebody reluctantly accepts a $330 million contract. It just doesn't happen.
We got it. In 30 seconds or less, will the fans embrace him?
Absolutely, they'll embrace him because he's going to hit 40 home runs this year. This ballpark is designed. It's like when they created Citizens Bank Park, they said Ryan Howard, Bryce Harper, and now they have both.
Drop the mic. Bryce Harper is a Philly.
Let's go. We're going to win 100 games.
And we'll be back.